similar but different, the question I'd like to ask. Because I know you're talking about kind of specific memories, but what would you say is something that you gained from your time at SJI that impacted on the person that you are today?
I'll go first. I think it will be the same for all the SRC presidents here, but I think your experience in the SRC really gives you the how do I put this? The confidence to do things. Yeah, it's just for me. When I first joined the SRC, we had some problems with organization. We had a bit of difficulty getting things done, I think, but we worked through that, and I think somewhere through the middle of that journey, we began to see that we could actually work as a team and we could achieve results. And the point I think I want to go back to is, or bring up, is collaboration. And for me, collaboration and leadership, I'm beginning to see the value of that, because like in my work right now, so when I was in the SRC, you begin to pick up on sorry, each individual's talents, and then you want to take advantage of everyone's skills and abilities. And so right now, I think some of you, I'll give you an example. I think some of you will remember Sirat from my batch. Yeah, she and I have been working on some projects. So I'm a photographer, but then some of my clients have requested work to be done on in the form of illustrations or graphic design. And Sirat is an art student, so I did recommend her to some of my clients, and now we're working together collaboratively. And for me, that is one example of how learning to, I think, at SJI, it was when I really learned to work with people and to organize teams in a way that would allow for the best result in the end.
Yeah, great. That's really good to hear that you kind of gained from SJI that kind of appreciation of collaboration. I was feeling really excited about the idea of you and Sirat continuing to do some work together as well.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep it like quite short. I think for me personally, it was just like the character building. Like, so the idea of like 2 years of the IB, I think that's a huge time crunch. At that point, you think like it's a grind, and it's a hard grind. Getting through that period, especially like towards the end. I think like where Brian is at, and even maybe where Clement is at, I think this time of the year tends to be quite busy. I think that throughout the 2 years, I think the character building that is very intentional as well, because you're in such close proximity with your teachers, I think like the moment like something is up, I think they do notice that, because it's such a close and tight-knit community, and they do ask, how are you doing, or like, what is up? And I think that just stuff like that over the 2 years, I think it forms a lot of your character as an individual. And I think that was one of my main takeaways from SJI, like building that resilience and also building that empathy for others, and being able to kind of know that there are people there. And I think like learning to trust people, etc. I think like there are a lot of things you learn from your time there.
Great. Thank you very much, Nicole. That's really good to hear.
Should we have?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's super short as well. For me, it's mostly about being able to learn how to socially interact with people and reach out to people and the courage to talk. That was basically for me. I think, and then in SJI, that's sort of encouraged for you to reach out to people, to work on things together, reach out to your teachers on an idea that you want to push out. And that I find to be super valuable, because when you're in college, like literally you're left alone and you can do whatever you want. So it's really up to you to build up that, and the sort of courage to talk to people helps a bunch post high school life, I think.